Hi everyone. Today's the 24th of April 2018 in New Zealand, and we want to continue with this fourth phase of pregnancy and talk today a little bit about Braxton Hicks contractions and niggling labor. So guys, just remember that this whole series is based on the 10 pregnancy skills that fathers developed so that they could grow alongside their pregnant partner from conception through birth, and these are the 5 phases of pregnancy. So 36 weeks to birth is the fourth phase. And those 10 skills, kindness, awareness, patience, attention to detail, seeing what needs to be done and doing it, second set of arms, second set of eyes, humor, delight, and clarity, are skills that you can use toward your baby's mother, also toward your baby, and toward yourself. So from 36 weeks to birth, the uterus is contracting, and it's contracting for every woman, whether you're going to have a non-laboring cesarean or whether you're going to labor and have an unplanned cesarean or labor and have a vaginal birth, whether it's at home, in the hospital, natural, or with lots of medical care. It doesn't matter. The uterus is contracting. It's preparing to labor and have a vaginal birth. Those contractions are called Braxton Hicks. And often you can just see them tighten up, and those eventually become labor contractions if you do labor. And so there's this vague area, sometimes between 36 weeks birth or the 2 weeks after, that those contractions begin to thin out the top of the inside of a woman's vagina and thin out the cervix. The only way you know that's happening is if you actually feel inside. And that's one of the skills in the Birthing Better resource, is the internal work, how to prepare a woman down there. And it's really important because if a woman's going to labor and have a vaginal birth, this is coming out of her. And that means you can have prepared down there to help stretch and make pliable and soft all that tissue. So those Braxton Hicks contractions begin to thin out the top of the vagina and thin out the cervix. And they eventually sort of blend into what becomes labor. For a lot of women, it becomes really clear, I am in labor. For most of us, it's very vague, and particularly women who have what's called this niggling labor. It goes on for days. Often it starts for a few hours, then goes away, or it starts at night, goes away during the day. That niggling labor, if it starts to occur, is what tires women out. So this is one of the skills that the Birthing Better families who developed all the Birthing Better skills developed. What do you do with niggling labors if it does happen? And that is something that previously people were told, well, do nipple stimulation, get the labor going, walk a lot, get the labor going, do this to get the labor going, get the labor going. But what Birthing Better families discovered was we don't want to get the labor going. We want to deal with what's happening, because the purpose of that niggling labor is for the baby to put all these hormones into your body in order to prepare for labor. If the baby isn't in a great position, if you're not soft and open enough, the baby floods the body with hormones so that it gets ready. So if we look at the notes of long labors, what we find is that active labor really is only 6 hours of what looks like a 72-hour journey. So how do we deal with it? And we discovered one question alone, and you as the father are the one to say it, and that is, what do you want to do now? Because if labor isn't progressing, if the contractions aren't getting closer together, longer and stronger, the woman's not in labor. So you ask her, what do you want to do now? She can't answer, I don't know. She has to give you some answer. Do it, and if labor hasn't got, the contractions aren't longer, stronger, and closer together, labor hasn't started. So you ask again, what do you want to do now? And you keep asking that, and keep doing, keep asking, and keep doing. And what we've discovered with tens and thousands of families is that dads who use this skill help a woman get more settled, less anxious, and do what she needs to do at the moment. And then when labor kicks in, it becomes very obvious, and then you use your skills to birth your baby. So see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.